Okay, I'm starting now. I just started.
Hi, welcome back to Popecast. Today I'm joined by Grass
Hello.
and Zooms,
What's up?
and today's kind of a sad day in the Popecast family. As many of you loyal listeners may already know, our first Popecast was reading just retarded Kissmanga comments because the comics comment section on that website was just the worst. And a couple days ago, Kiss Manga and Kiss Anime, they shut down for good and taken all of our bookmarks with it. Now, I'm pretty pissed off about that. How about you, Zones?
Well, I feel like it's such a huge loss, really. Like, there's
Have
like
you?
10 years worth of content in there.
Yeah, I called it the equivalent of the Library of Alexandria burning down. But
hmm
have you been to Manga Dex or any of the other sites?
Oh, yeah, I kind of like migrated to several manga sites just to catch up with my other bookmarks when I got banned from Kiss Manga a few years back. And, yeah, I gotta say, Kiss Manga is a lot more convenient, so it kind of sucks to lose all of that.
It really does, because the convenience of all the manga updated being on the front page and easy UI, and now I gotta use Manga Dex, which sucks massive chode PvPness, and it also combines like hentai. I don't want that. I just want my wholesome 100 manga, bro.
100
It's
million.
Mm,
massively fucked up and a major loss for all of humanity.
yeah, I can respect that.
Cause
See, the
I
main difference, alright, the main difference with like
no
manga
go ahead.
decks and Kiss Manga is like manga decks is just direct uploads from translators, so and Kiss Manga just takes from different sources, and that's kind of like what separates the two because with manga decks you got like direct upload from the translation groups, and you can't really wait up. Fuck, I kind of lost my train of thought there. My bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
you occasionally get like Brazilian scantillators uploading. I don't want that. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Yeah, like I was using manga decks the other day, and there was this missing chapter, and it's only available in Italian. So I had to like type every line into Google Translate just so I could read
Grass,
what fucking happens. That was terrible.
grass.
Huh?
You got anything?
Well, I'm actually kind of an outlier on this whole topic. But just DC. I guess I'll explain my controversial opinion while he's gone. Oh, he's back.
Oop.
The only manga I ever read in my entire life was Goblin Slayer. So, as long as I can find a manga site where I can just get all the episodes up to date, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Anyways, playing Angry Birds right now, maybe you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
You you like bugs?
What type of bugs?
I don't know. Thought you would
You
know.
can. Yeah, I like bugs.
I do not like the stick bug. I hate that little bitch.
The sick bug is the worst of the mantids.
I
Leaf
think
bugs, on the other hand.
for real. But then also in the memes and stuff, I'm genuinely confused about that one because I don't understand who keeps making them. Like, is there actually somebody out there who just thinks they're really, really funny that this is just like it? This is the meme I have to jump on. But it's just not funny. So, who keeps making them?
Is the same guys that watch Call Me Carson
It has
and
to
play
be.
a trumpet in band.
Must be. I don't
But
know.
Yeah,
I've been playing Yakuza Kiwami the past couple of days, and in it there's a fucking Pokemon ripoff card game you can play. And instead of Pokemon, it's women wearing scantily clad bug outfits.
oh,
And they battle?
Oh, that.
And it's kind of epic. In fact, there's this one manga where the main character is like a cockroach girl. It's pretty good for the premise.
I mean, talking about bugs, I have a lot of centipedes in my house, and like they're kind of the ugliest motherfuckers around. But like, you know, they eat other bugs, like flies and stuff, and they also plague my house. So, you know, every time I see a centipede, instead of squashing it, I'll like save it, like let it crawl back into the walls, and he just, you know,
Centipedes
keeps
are
going.
alright. Millipedes are better though. They're swag.
Millipedes are better, but I don't know what they do. What do millipedes even eat?
They eat. I think that they're herbivores. I tried to buy a giant millipede a couple years back, but the mites that are on them are illegal in the United States. There's like a ban on them. And one second.
Hey, shout out to our sponsor, NordVPN.
And but the centipedes aren't, but without the mice, the centipedes can't move. So you can kind of understand the situation.
Yeah, I think I kind of
I
understand.
can't hear you over the sound of the feedback.
It's okay, don't worry. I'm good now.
It's okay. We can't hear ourselves speak either.
Anyway, so do you want to talk about your circumcision? That was on the agenda for tonight.
Yeah, how fun was that?
Can you like recount in detail your circumcision, Jim?
Can you give us the play-by-play?
Or your wee got it.
I literally can't hear you. What?
Your circumcision. Can you talk about it?
Oh, yeah, sure. It all started 10 or so years ago when I was like a little kid. Like, this was after kindergarten or something, and my dad was like, "Hey, son, let's go on a trip somewhere." And like, we hopped on a motorcycle after class. Like, no, this was in the middle of summer, so I had nothing to do. Like, okay, so hopped on the motorcycle and we went around town a bit, checking out the sights. And at the end of that trip, like, we stopped at the clinic. I had a very confused look on my face because I didn't know what was coming. And like, when I went there, like, doc was like, "Hey, are you here for your circumcision?" So I was screaming internally. I wasn't ready for that. Dad pretty much tricked me into going. And like,
why did you get it when you were an infant?
And that's not really how we do things over here. Over here, it's kind of like a rite of passage. Like it's called Tuli. Like
Spartan Tribulation. It's what separates
yeah.
the boys from the men. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, like it took a while too because like it wasn't just like directly removing the tip. Like they had like to
Yeah, they have to
cut
sew it back
around it.
on.
Yeah, it was fucking painful too. Like, they
Wait,
covered my eyes for like
were you
2 hours.
Were you under anesthesia? Were you like popped up on a Percocet or something, or were you just like going into it with nothing?
A bit of both. Like really, didn't.
Because you could
I
feel
felt
everything
pain
during
at the
the
beginning.
surgery.
Yeah, but not afterwards. Like I just saw a bruised. I just saw my bruised penis after that. It was like really bloody and like I just felt stunned at the sight of it.
Emasculated.
Yeah,
like you wanted to play some Clash Royale, yeah.
Yeah. My dad afterwards was like, just jump in the ocean and get used to the pain. Like that's what they did when they were younger. Like you just let your dick float in the water for like a few hours every day, just so your dick gets numb to it, so you don't really start feeling the pain. And like that's how they did it.
That's awful.
It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's pretty awful, but hey, that's just how it is.
Is
Damn
Pope still here?
right.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. What about you guys?
What about me? I am uncircumcised, so we're gonna see how that is. I'm probably gonna have to get one at the, fruitful age of 18 years old, because that's gonna suck so much ass, dude.
Hey, better late than never. I was like born, and then I got the snippy snip. So.
And then you just don't remember it because you're a baby.
No, there's this baby video of me. It's like the day I was born, and my mom is changing me, and you can just see my red rocket just like right there. My dad was laughing, and that's all I know about that.
Damn.
Yeah, well.
This has been a highly informative podcast, I'd say.
Do we have any other topics to hit on before we close out?
I've said my piece.
Yeah. Do we have any information on Andrew Jackson, the last real president?
He was a baller.
Andrew Jackson, he was a United States president. Oh, he looks so greasy. He looks so greasy in the Wikipedia picture.
What's the liberals doing?
Must be. They were gonna take him off.
He defended New Orleans with like pirates. He was epic.
They're gonna take him off the $20 bill. Replace him with Harriet
Tubman. Like, what's up with that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
people in power have an agenda. The libs have a vision for the world. So, I don't know. We'll see what the world is like in 5, 10, 20 years. I think it's going to be more of the same, Nothing's going to be that outrageously different.
Wait till the Ing Show party takes over. That was a Reddit reference. That won't ever happen. Anyone that quotes 1984 is a fucking retard.
Yeah, I think just the public is aware of it at that point, People aren't going to let that happen, and if it does happen, it's going to happen very, very slowly, and to the point where I think somebody would have the foresight to say, okay, we're heading in the wrong direction here. We're going to just steer us off that path of, becoming 1980 or whatever. I don't think it's going to happen, though, just like that. Not to the U.S., not for a while. Maybe in, 500 years, something weird happens.
A country like Gambia or something.
Something has to happen. That's just really weird for anything else to happen, Because I think things are just too normal right now. Well, not normal, but I mean, even with coronavirus and with all the weird stuff with the George Floyd and Black Lives Matter being all these weird agendas and all the corporations, all these weird things, things are still just playing out normal. It's not anything different.
Just same old. Same old.
Anyways, this is my political bit on U.S. politics. Any word on Filipino politics, or are you voting for Zooms in the next upcoming election?
The next election, I would be eligible to vote, but there hasn't been any news on that front. But so far, I guess the president right now is kind of like a loony.
You don't think he's okay?
I like him on certain issues, but not when it comes to handling the virus and the Chinese. We've just been taking L's on that front.
Has coronavirus blown up in the Philippines? I thought they were going to shoot people on sight if they left their house or stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it definitely blew up. We went from 20,000 in June to 100,000 in August. That's a big jump from the start of the year.
Wow.
That's terrible, really. Yeah.
How did that happen? I thought that he was going to shoot people on sight if they walked outside with coronavirus.
Oh yeah, the guy who gave that order got shit on for it, so like they had to rescind
On
that
base.
and like pretend it never happened.
Uh, and then look at
Mm.
where we are now. Look at where we
Mhm.
are now. The proof is in the pudding. Wrong policy, poor outcome. And we saw it
Mhm.
happening 10 years before it happened. That's right. We predicted all of this would happen. Coronavirus, it blowing up because somebody wouldn't shoot people on sight if they had it. We were saying this back in